Have you ever noticed that some people look incredibly muscular but aren't nearly as strong as you would expect? Or maybe you've seen someone with an average build effortlessly lift heavy objects, hike for miles, or move with incredible energy well into their 70s. If you've ever wondered why that happens, the answer may come down to something scientists call muscle quality. For decades, most conversations about fitness have focused on one thing: building bigger muscles. But in recent years, researchers studying aging, exercise physiology, and longevity have started paying attention to something they believe may be just as important, if not even more important, for living a long, healthy, independent life. And the best part? This isn't advice from influencers or fitness celebrities. It's based on findings from peer-reviewed scientific research. To understand muscle quality, let's imagine your muscles are like the engine in a car. Most people think the biggest engine automatically makes the fastest or best-performing vehicle. But we all know that's not true. Imagine two cars sitting side by side. Both have the exact same size engine. One engine is clean, finely tuned, efficiently burning fuel, and every part is working together perfectly. The car accelerates quickly, responds instantly, and runs smoothly. The other engine is filled with carbon buildup. The spark plugs are worn out. The fuel injectors are partially clogged. Some cylinders aren't firing efficiently. Even though it's the exact same size, the car feels sluggish, wastes fuel, and struggles to perform. The engine size hasn't changed. The quality of the engine has. That's exactly what scientists mean when they talk about muscle quality. Muscle size simply answers the question, how much muscle do you have? Muscle quality answers a much more important question. How well does that muscle actually work? Researchers have found that two people can have nearly identical amounts of muscle, but produce very different amounts of strength, power, and physical performance. That's because muscle quality isn't just about size. It's about how efficiently your muscles function. Your muscles depend on healthy nerve connections that tell them when to contract. They rely on thousands of tiny mitochondria that produce the energy needed for movement. They need healthy muscle fibers, good blood supply, and minimal fat or scar tissue inside the muscle itself. When all of those systems are working together, your muscles perform at a much higher level. Think back to our engine. The horsepower isn't determined only by engine size. It's determined by how well every component works together. Scientists have discovered something else that's incredibly interesting. As we get older, muscle strength often declines much faster than muscle size. In other words, people don't just lose muscle. They lose muscle quality. One reason is that the communication between your brain and your muscles slowly becomes less efficient over time. The nerves that activate muscle fibers begin to change, meaning your muscles can't generate force as effectively, even if they haven't shrunk very much. Researchers have also found that fat can slowly build up inside muscle tissue itself. This process is called myosteatosis. From the outside, the muscle may look almost the same size. But internally, some of the contractile tissue has been replaced with fat, making the muscle less efficient. It's a little like filling part of our engine with dirt instead of engine parts. The engine hasn't gotten any smaller, but it certainly isn't going to perform the same way. Scientists have also observed changes in the tiny power plants inside muscle cells called mitochondria. These structures generate the energy your muscles use every second you're moving. As they become less efficient with age and inactivity, your muscles tire more easily and produce less power. Again, imagine trying to run a sports car on a weak battery with a faulty fuel pump. The engine is still there, but it can't perform at its full potential. This is why researchers are becoming increasingly interested in muscle quality when studying healthy aging. In fact, many studies suggest that measures of muscle strength and physical performance often predict future disability, independence, and even longevity better than muscle size alone. That doesn't mean muscle size isn't important. It absolutely is. A larger engine has the potential to produce more power. But potential and performance aren't the same thing. A huge engine that's poorly maintained can be outperformed by a smaller engine that's running perfectly. Your muscles work much the same way. So how do you improve muscle quality? Fortunately, the same habits that support overall health also improve the way your muscles function. Resistance training helps your nervous system recruit muscle fibers more efficiently while also increasing muscle size. Training for power, moving weight quickly but safely, helps preserve the fast muscle fibers that are often lost as we age. Aerobic exercise improves the health of your mitochondria and increases the blood supply that delivers oxygen and nutrients to your muscles. Eating enough protein provides the building blocks your body needs to repair and maintain muscle tissue. And perhaps most importantly, simply staying physically active throughout life appears to help preserve many aspects of muscle quality that naturally decline with aging. The takeaway is simple. For years, we've been asking, how much muscle do I have? Science suggests we should also be asking, how well does my muscle work? Muscle size gives you the potential for strength. Muscle quality determines how much of that potential you can actually use. If your goal is to stay strong, active, independent, and healthy for decades to come, don't focus only on building bigger muscles. Focus on building muscles that function exceptionally well. Because in the end, it's not just the size of the engine that matters. It's how well that engine runs. At Eternity Longevity Center, we don't chase trends. We follow the science. Every week, we break down the latest peer-reviewed research into practical advice you can actually use to live a longer, healthier life. If that's the kind of evidence-based content you're looking for, subscribe, and I'll see you next week.